talking about. But what I want to talk about is, as I told you, this month we're going to be looking at just sharing some Black history facts here on the Grow Podcast. And one of the facts that I want to drop today, it's going to go kind of in line with the Super Bowl, and just with that position of quarterback. And I want to share these facts with you. The first Black quarterback to ever play in the National Football League was a guy by the name of Willie Thrower. What a beautiful name, right? Willie Thrower. I think the guy was destined to play, huh? And it's Willie, but that last name, Thrower, baby. Yeah, Thrower. That's what I do. I throw the ball around. Yeah, I play QB. Can't you see him just up in the club just sharing that? Hey, what's your name? Willie. Not Willie Beeman, but Willie Thrower. I love that. I love that. But he was the first Black quarterback to play in the National Football League. He played for the Chicago Bears back in 1953. But I want to bring it a little bit closer to home since we just came off the Super Bowl. And I want to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles. So I started thinking back, who was the first Black quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles? Of course, I remember Randall Cunningham, but I said, let me do a little research and see, was it anyone else before him? And it was a guy who was totally undrafted by the name of Johnny Walton. Johnny Walton came out of Elizabeth City State University, and he ended up being a backup for, at that time, the starting quarterback was Ron Jaworski, known as Jaws, but he played 4 seasons with the Philadelphia Eagles, and he actually played in 15 games, but he played a very crucial role in the 1979 season, where he actually led the Eagles to win over the Cowboys that would lead them being able to compete for a title. So congratulations to my guy, John Walton. I just want you to know, if by any chance you come across the Grow Podcast, I want you to know that we salute you for your achievements. And I think that is something that's very awesome. You know, we'll hear these facts, but I want you to understand this guy was undrafted, okay? Undrafted, and don't have time to get all into the full history, but he went on to play in the World Football League. He had a tryout with the Rams, did not make the team, but a coach who was at the Rams at that time by the name of Dick Vermeil, who went on to be, a very famous coach for the Philadelphia Eagles, that once Willie went and played once Johnny went and played in Canada, he noticed that when, the achievements that he was doing. So when Johnny said, hey, I'm going to give it another shot, I'm going to go and try out again. And man, Dick Vermeil was like, hey, come here to Philly. We're going to sign you, baby. And he was able to play, again, 4 years and played a crucial role for the Eagles. So listen, congratulations to history being made once again with Jalen Hurts being able to pull off another win, another Super Bowl win. And I'm going to have to check my facts, but I do believe, far as when we start looking at this thing of winning quarterbacks, I know Doug Williams was the first man of color to win a Super Bowl with the Washington Redskins. I feel as though that's not talked about enough, but congratulations, Jalen Hurts, on your accomplishments. Listen, next week, well, it's not even going to be next week. By the end of this week, we're going to be at that day, Friday. It's going to be Valentine's Day. Yes, the day of love. And here's what I want you to do. I want to get your thoughts. Because Valentine's Day is mixed with, that's a day filled with so many different emotions. You're going to have people who are going to be talking about being lonely that day because they're not in a relationship. You have that. Then you have people who are in a relationship and they have this pressure. She have some serious pressure on making sure that Friday is the day that you must express your love to that significant person who you're doing life with. And depending on how you do it, it's going to depend on what the level of your love. Should that be the case, that one day determines the love level between you and whoever you are with? I want to hear from you. So here's what I want you to DM me, email me here at the Grow Podcast. That's davidrocker.thegrow@gmail. And I want to get your thoughts on Valentine's Day. I want to get your thoughts on love. Here's my thing. I mean, you can tell a person you love them 100 times, but I am the guy, and I just kind of have a different take on love. You know what love is? As I'm getting ready to close, I'm just going to go ahead and say this. You can say you love me as much as you want. You could tell me every day, but here's the deal. I firmly believe that love, it's an action word. Oh, did you hear me? Love is an action word. Now, I'm not talking about a sense of just buying stuff all the time, but come on, show me how much you love me. So listen, let's talk about love next week here on the Grow Podcast. So be sure to DM me, email the Grow Podcast, and let's talk about love. Listen, you guys, keep it vertical. Don't look to the left nor to the right. Don't be distracted, but keep your eyes focused on God. Let's go, let's grow, and as always, let's keep it moving, people.